Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, or if this is your very first time here and you have never seen me before, my name's Angelica and I hope you subscribe so that way you can stick around to watch some more of my videos, some more of my content. So today I wanted to show you my 2021 favorites, just showing you my favorite products that I did use in 2021 because there's some things in here that I have not stopped using, especially those times whenever I really want a for sure look that I don't want to try anything new, I don't want any surprises. Those are the products that I'm gonna show you today. There are multiple in certain categories, so I hope you're excited. There's quite a few. I want to get started with my skin prep for my makeup. I actually had a bright green sweater, kind of similar to this, but I had to change it because I felt like I looked so orange. I'm pretty sure it was just the neon color of it. But anyways, hopefully I don't look orange. And by the way, I am wearing a lot of these products. So I'll tell you which ones those are. And I'll have them linked below in case you miss something. But I want to start off with things that I use like an hour before I do my makeup. And I started doing this not too long ago, but I feel like it makes such a huge difference. So what I do as soon as I wash my face and my face is kind of dry because I do have very, very dry skin, what I do is I come over here and I get ready this way. So first I apply my toner. This one is the Fresh Rose Deep Hydration Facial Toner, which by the way, I have been using it with a cotton round, and because it absorbs it really good and it doesn't get everywhere, so I just apply that all over my face, and that's how I start off. Then I move on to my serum, which is the Avocado Ceramide Recovery Serum. This one works really good with people who have dry skin and also redness, which I do have. So then I apply this one with another sponge that doesn't absorb too much product. That way I can get the majority of it on my face. And I actually want to do a video on how I use these products before, so start off with these two before anything else, and then I will apply my lip scrub. So this one is the Bite Beauty Agave Lip Scrub. It's pretty much just some sugar, type of lip scrub. It tastes really good and everything, and it works really, really good. So it makes my lips super smooth. My favorites have been these to prep my skin. And then right after that, I do apply my Summer Fridays lip mask. It's very, very hydrating. It looks really shiny, and you only need a tiny bit. The only thing about this product is the packaging of it, but I think they changed it now. So once I run out of this, which is gonna last me forever, I would definitely get the one in the new packaging. So these are my skin prep products. That's what I use an hour before I do my makeup. I don't switch around too much with skincare. I feel like whatever works with my skin, I want to keep it that way, and I'm not randomly breaking out and all that. So yeah, love these products. Okay, so by the time I'm done with, applying all those products and I do my hair, the lip mask is kind of gone by then, but I always take a tissue, I remove it, and I apply my favorite lip balm, or not lip balm, but lip plumper. This one is the Too Faced Lip Injection Extreme. This one is one of the smaller sizes, but I do have a backup already because it came in a set of 3, so I do have another one. But this one, I'm actually almost running out of this. I use this one not right before, but whenever I'm starting my makeup, so that way when I get to my lipstick, my lips are plump and nice. At first, I didn't really think it made a huge difference. I actually tried it on camera whenever it was the first time that I ever tried it, and I could see a big difference. And then once I started using it more and more, I can see how smooth they would get and just really nice and plump. So just kind of ready for the lipstick. Especially right after doing a lip scrub, because by the way, I don't use this one every single day, maybe once or twice a week depending on how my lips are. But anyways, back to this. This is my favorite lip plumper. I have tried another one by Urban Decay and another one from Physicians Formula, and it just doesn't compare to the way that this one works for me. So really, really like this. So moving on to primers, I have not tried a ton of primers this year. I found one that I really liked and I stick to it just because I have dry skin, so not every single primer is gonna do really good underneath my makeup. But my favorite one is the Huda Beauty Water Jelly. It is a very moisturizing, hydrating primer. It pretty much just helps your makeup last longer and hydrates your skin underneath. I don't feel like it hides any pores or anything like that. I don't even think it's supposed to do that, but it's a hydrating primer. That's just what I need, and this is the one that I really, really like. So moving on to the next step, which brings me to my correcting concealer. This one is the Fenty Beauty Bright Fix, and I want to say I got this one in January too. This one is in the color Peach number 9, and I applied this one mainly on my under eyes and around my nose. I feel like it does a really good job with brightening those areas, and since it does get a little purple in my inner corner underneath my eyes, and then I do have some redness around my nose, I just feel like it evens it out, makes it a little brighter. It smooths out really easily. Not smooths out, but blends out really easily. So anyways, this one is a very peachy color. They do have other colors like this. This one is just the one that I need for my skin tone. And like I said, it's Peach number 9. That's how it looks. It does look a little dark, but it's not supposed to do any light brightening. That's not what I mean. It's more like a pink type of brightening underneath your foundation. So that is my next step whenever I'm doing my makeup. And I did used to use another one by Benefit. I used to love that one, but this one became my favorite since I discovered it this year. Well, 2021, not this year. Then right after that, I apply foundation, of course. And my favorite foundations at the moment, I have 2 of them. One is really hydrating and nice, and then the matte one is actually the one that I'm wearing right now. Well, it looks matte. It is called Luminous Silk, but I do make it look a little bit more matte whenever I apply powder, so I wouldn't say it's that luminous, because I mean, it's more of like a natural finish, I guess you could say, but once I set it, it looks really matte. I mean, you can see right now I look really matte from my foundation area, besides like the highlight that I'm wearing. But I did get the first one in color number 5, and this one is actually a little too dark for me. So whenever I was gonna buy my new one, because I was almost gonna run out of this, plus it's a little too dark for me right now, I did get 4.5, so just to shade it down. And you can tell, I mean, I have 2 of them now, but I will use this one eventually again, especially like spring, summer, if I, you know, get a little tan or something. This one's gonna work good, or I'll be able to combine them. But I am running out of this one, kind of a little less than halfway, and then this one's pretty new. I got this one in November. So yeah, just my favorite foundation. It blends out so beautifully. It really covers up the redness that I have. If I have to, sometimes I do apply just a tiny bit more, because where I have more redness is around my cheeks, like on my cheeks. So that's where I sometimes apply a little bit more, but it does not give me a cakey feeling. It doesn't feel uncomfortable or too heavy. It just looks really nice. And I love how it blends out and just how it smooths and makes my skin look. So that one's that's my top favorite out of the 2 that I'm gonna mention. But this one's also one that's more like for everyday, really hydrating. This one's the Urban Decay Stay Naked Hydro Maniac Foundation, and this one is in the color number 30. Like I said, I use this one mainly if it's like an everyday type of makeup look. I don't always use the Armani one. This just gives me more like a fresh look, or like a natural everyday type of look. So yeah, love these 2 foundations. And then for concealers, I actually have 3. One, I'm almost out of this one, but one is my favorite for years now. So I probably even mentioned it in 2021 or 2020, I don't know. But this one is the Make Up For Ever Matte Velvet Skin. I have this one in the color 2.2, and this one is just a really full coverage concealer, and it has a big doe foot applicator. This one is pretty light. It really highlights my under eyes, my highlighting areas if I want to apply it on my chin or on my forehead. This one is a super full coverage concealer, but it doesn't crease or look like too much. But this one is my favorite for that type of look. And then whenever I want something a little bit more natural, or just a little less, not less coverage, but like less of a matte look, I go for these 2 and actually mix them. These 2 are the Armani Luminous Silk Concealer in shade number 2, and then the Powder Fabric Concealer in shade number 3. This one is super light, but really, like, it's really light. It has a like cool undertone, I would say. You can see that right there. So right now it's perfect for me, but whenever I did get it, it was a little too light. And then I also like to mix it with this one, which this one's almost my exact skin tone color. I like both. This one, it just gives me a lighter coverage. I don't have to set it if I don't want to. It just more of like, if I'm gonna use this foundation, I use this concealer with it. It's more natural, just not so much highlighting, not so much like I have to blend and like, you know, like if I were using this, it's like I really have to set it and blend it and everything, just to help with the contrast between my foundation and the brightness of the concealer. This one, like I said, it's more of a natural look, so it doesn't give me that highlighted effect like I have right now. If I do have one of those days where I'm doing something a little bit more natural with this foundation, and I want a little bit of brightness, I use this one because this one blends out really easily and they just mix together really good, so they work out. So yeah, pretty much if I'm using this one, I use these two or just this one alone. So it's like my everyday natural type of combination. And then if I want a really, really full coverage day, then these two are my go-to to like pair up. So the next thing that I do is I cream contour. I do apply bronzer on top, but I mainly cream contour instead of like powder contour. And I feel like I'm saying that with contour. The two products that have been my favorite this year is the Huda Beauty Tantour, and I also don't remember if I got it at the end of 2021 or the end of 2020 or the beginning of 2021, but either way, it is my favorite for the year. This one is, like I said, in the color Tantour. It's a very neutral tone. It looks a little warm right now in the camera, but this is the one that I'm wearing today. It gives me you can't see it now because I have the bronzer on top, but it gives me the perfect contour color for my skin tone, whether my skin tone is a little lighter, like right now in the winter time, or even in the summertime when I did wear it, or spring or whatever. It is just a really, really, really good color for me. The undertone is really good. This type of product, I can let it sit for a little while and it still easily blends out. Like, it probably blends out even better once it melts on my skin a little bit. So it's just the perfect product. If you want to try a new cream contour and you haven't tried this one, I would really recommend it. It's my top out of the two. The next one though is one that I just discovered this year, and this one is the Nars Laguna. Laguna is a color or a tone that has been out in powder formula, but this one is the cream formula. Same with this one. It's a little bit more sticky than the Huda Beauty one, but it still blends out really easily, and it also is a really good color for me. This one's the Huda Beauty one. Then this one, like I said, it's a little bit more sticky, but that one is the Nars one right here. I only have one powder to show you. It's the same one that I've been using for the past 3 years, but it's still a favorite this year, and I don't have a different one to show you. Like, I don't have that many powders to choose from, and this one's really my favorite, my only favorite one. This one is the Translucent Loose Powder by Laura Mercier. I'm sure you've seen this like for years now, but maybe a couple of years, but it's just my favorite one. I set my under eyes with this. I set my whole face with it. I bake with it, like pretty much anything. This one works out really good. I think I tried one more, maybe two more, but nothing, it just doesn't compare to this one. It's so lightweight and it doesn't feel cakey or anything. I do want to look for some other ones this year, maybe try something else because I feel like I'm stuck on this. If you have a recommendation for a loose powder, let me know, but I tried this one in the Glow formula. Did not like that one. I feel like it just gave me too much shine. And yeah, I just stuck to this one. I haven't switched it for any other one. So like I said, if you have a recommendation for a new loose powder that I can try, whether it's drugstore or from Sephora, I just want to try some new things this year. So then I always go on to bronzer, and that is the powder formula type of bronzers. And I actually have a few of these because I have been bronzing more. So if you feel like your makeup maybe doesn't look like you're expecting, or you're like, what's missing? It's probably bronzer. And I mean like real, maybe I have a lot of bronzer right now, but I promise you it makes a big difference whenever you use bronzer and you use it like on your forehead. It also depends, of course, on your face shape and stuff, like where you apply it, or if applying too much is gonna look too much. But I don't know, I've really been liking bronzer lately, and I have 3. So this first one is the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. This one is the airbrush bronzer. It's not too dark, it's not too light for me. It's just the perfect shade. It's a matte color. It doesn't have any shimmer to it. It's just bronzer. When I want bronzer and I don't want any glow and I don't want any extra anything and I don't want it to be too warm, or you know, just a perfect bronzer, this one is the one. Looks really nice just on your vanity, but it is a really nice bronzer. It blends out really good. Let me go ahead and show you a swatch of this. So there it is right there. You see, not too dark, not too light, and it builds up, so you can always apply just a little bit more if you want more. But it's like the perfect, either you can wear it every day or you can build it up, apply a little bit more and make it more of a full bronzing glam type of look. And then the next one is actually this one from Physicians Formula. This one is the Butter Bronzer Light Bronzer, and this has been out for so many years. They recently changed the packaging. I think they even changed it again now with like a little face or something. They're so cute, but I had actually never tried it, and it's so popular here on YouTube. This one, like I said, is the light one, and this one's perfect for me, especially right now. You know, it's a very light bronzer, and they do have different shades, so you can barely see it right there, but whenever it's on my face on top of my foundation, since my skin is like evened out and everything, it works out really good for me. So it's just one of those bronzers that it's just very natural looking on me, and it doesn't build up too much because it is a very light color. So still the formula is really soft, really good, it blends out really easily and stuff like that. And then if I want a little bit more of a glow, if I want something extra, then I go for the Huda Beauty Glowish one. This one is a powder or mix. It kind of feels like a cream or looks like a cream, but it is a powder, and this one has more of a glow to it. I don't think you'll be able to notice too much. It's this one up here, but you can see the difference in the three bronzers. This one does have the marble effect to it, and this one is called Soft Radiance Bronzing Powder, and I have this one in the color 2 medium. This one will build up if you apply a lot of it, and it also looks very glowy and shimmery. It's just a really pretty bronzer. So pretty much I have one in every category. If I want something either natural or, like I said, I can build it up, more of a matte full coverage type of day, I go for this one. Something very light and natural, I go for this one. And then whenever I want that extraness, that more of a glam look or more of a glowy look, I go for this one. So next, I always do blush, and I actually have two favorites right now. One is a cream and one is a powder. So I'll start off with the cream one. This one is the Natasha Denona. I don't remember, I'll have it here, but I don't remember. It's the most like more brown of the blushes that she has, the cream or liquid blushes that she has, and this is the color of it. It is so pretty. I love the way that this color looks on my skin tone. This gives me more of that glowy look when I want to look very glowy and bronzy and stuff like that. This is the perfect blush for that, and it is a liquid one, so I do apply this before setting any of my makeup or anything like that. I have applied it on top of powder, and it still works out pretty good, but I prefer it underneath. And I always blend it out with a brush. I blend it out with this little brush right here, and I just, you know, kind of spread it out and blend it out. If I use my sponge, my beauty blender for it, it will pick up most of the product and you won't be able to see it too much. So I always blend it out with a brush. And you can tell I have blush. Hopefully I wasn't saying bronzer the whole time. You can tell I have blush, but it's not like purple, red, pink, nothing like that. It's just a really pretty tone. Well, for my skin tone, I really like it. So that is that one. And then the Powerpuff Girls from ColourPop. This one's Saving the World. It's a super bright orange, or it looks very neon, but I only apply a little bit. So this one is the one that I'm wearing today, and it gives me that pretty peachy look for my skin tone. And if I apply a lot, you will see a lot of it. So this is the color of it. It's very bright. I don't even think the camera picks up the neon. It doesn't look super bright on my skin, but I only apply a little bit of it. I barely tap it on. I mean, I can easily blend it out and everything, but I don't apply too much because it will look orange if you apply too much. So I pretty much just do this like that. I take it off a little bit and I apply it, because you can easily build this one up. It's very pigmented. It's one of the two. They also had like a very bright pink, neon looking pink, which also looked really pretty, but I'm more into like orange blushes. And if you're looking for a perfect blush that's orange, I recommend this one. I think they still have it on the site. So sometimes I apply highlighter first before my blush, or sometimes I apply my blush first then my highlight. But I do have three, and I feel like they're pretty similar in color. I'm gonna start off with this one. This one is the Makeup by Mario highlighter. This one is a soft glow highlighter in the color Pearl. And I will swatch all three of them, and you'll notice that they have like similar tones to them. Not pink at all. It is called Pearl. It's a really pretty highlighter, very smooth. And this is not the one that I'm wearing today. I'm actually wearing the next one that I'm going to show you. But this one is just it gives you the prettiest glow. Then when you set it, you can see it a little bit more. So it is pretty intense. So most of these blushes, no, all three of these blushes are the intense type of highlighters. The next one is the KKW Beauty, and this one's actually not for sale right now. The whole website is down, I think, because she's rebranding, so she hasn't put anything out yet, but I did get this right before they pretty much closed the site. So this one is in the color Champion. Hopefully they bring this one back out. It's so nice. It doesn't feel super smooth like the Makeup by Mario one, but the glow that it gives is really pretty and easy to blend. So it is the one that I'm wearing on my cheeks, on my nose, on my forehead. So it's super glowy, but you can tell right there that they're almost the same color. And the Huda Beauty one is this one by, what am I talking about? This next one is by Huda Beauty, and this one is the Light Glow Obsessions palette, and I only have one favorite from here. I do use all of them, and I have tried all of them, but my favorite one is this one on the bottom corner. Again, a very similar color to the other two that I just showed you. So it's this one right here. You can tell it's super intense. If you thought these two were intense, this one just gives you like a bigger glow. So look how pretty that is. This is my favorite tone of highlighter. That's why they all almost look the same. And I can tell the difference in formula, like if one's too powdery or one doesn't show up. So, you know, all that depends on the product. But as far as the tone and the color, this is what I go for, and these just ended up being my favorites for the year. And then after that, I always set my makeup. This one is my favorite one. This one is the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Set, and I apply this one every single time I do my makeup, whether I'm doing a natural look or full coverage look, whatever look it is, I apply this one. I actually tried this one in a smaller size, and I was like, oh my god, like this works really good. It melts my makeup really good on my skin, and I was like, I have to buy the full size one whenever I run out of this because I really like it. So there you go, my favorite setting spray for the year. And then my favorite lipstick and lip liner are these two. I am wearing these today. This one is the lip liner that I use the majority of the time that I have a nude lipstick on, and this one is the Huda Beauty Trendsetter. It's a lip contour. This one I'm actually wearing it all over my lips today. Like, not only did I line my lips, but I also filled them in. And then this one, I use it all the time with my nude lipsticks on the center of my lip so it could give me more of a highlighted look. Today though, I'm wearing it all over my lip because since I used this one all over my lip, it was a little bit too dark for me, so I applied this one right on top of it, like all over. But most of the time I use this one on the center of my lips and just kind of blend it out, just give me that like ombre effect. This one is Child Star, this one Gel Star. This one is Child Star. This one's by Too Faced, and it's one of the melted matte lipsticks. They're really pretty neutral toned liquid lipstick, and it doesn't always look great by itself. I feel like it kind of makes me look a little washed out. So that's why I always use this one on the center of my lipsticks whenever I apply a nude lipstick on, or just anything that I feel like I need more of a like a highlighted effect on the center. So this one is my go-to, and I only have those two because I really haven't found much in the lipstick category like that could be my favorite or anything like that. And then the last two things are eyeshadow palettes. Nothing that I've used too much this year because I really haven't done that much of eyeshadow looks or different eyeshadow looks, but when I do mainly go for these two. This one's actually really new. I got this one 2 months ago or 3 months ago, but it's still 2021, so I wanted to show it to you because it came in a little kit. It's so easy to use. It's just pretty much like a natural everyday look, or you can kind of build up the colors more, and like you can make it a little bit more like a going out look if you want more of a full coverage look, because it does have a very pretty shimmer. Just a little palette that I can grab. I actually keep this one on my little stand right here because whenever I want more of, like if I just contour and everything and I just want some color on my eyelid like I did today, I just apply a little bit on my crease. I use this light brown one, light brown matte one, and then if I want to intensify a little bit on the outer corner, I use this one, and most of the time I use this one just all over the eyelid, the shimmer one. So this is really easy for me to grab. I just keep it there, so that way, you know, I don't have to be looking around or going back there to grab a huge palette. I just grab this one. And then this one is the Natasha Denona Zendo palette. Again, this one I really don't remember if I bought it in 2020 or 2021, but it has been my favorite throughout the year. So this one has a bunch of different colors. You can do an everyday look, or you can do a little bit more. Really pretty mattes and shimmers, so you get a little bit of everything with this one. So you know, you have options with this one. The formula is really good. It blends out really good. And yeah, like I said, I haven't been doing like that many of like intense or colorful eyeshadow looks this year. My camera cut off, that's how long I've been talking for. I'm gonna try to do a little bit more looks this year, like more actual eyeshadow looks like I used to do. But yeah, lately I just been going for like browns and a little bit of shimmer and all that. So anyways, those are all the products that were my favorite throughout 2021. I just wanted to show you, these are just the products that there's no surprises. I'm not wondering how it's gonna look later, or how long it's gonna last, or if it's gonna make me break out or anything like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Like I said, I know it's super long, but I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found some new products, and if you have any recommendations for me, or you want to tell me which ones are your favorite for this year, if we have anything similar, I'd love to know. So anyways, thank you so much for being here today and for watching another one of my videos, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.